You are now listening to Barco Boys.
Y'all funky ass up, y'all know the routine.
Niggas can't walk the path that I walk. Niggas can't do the things that I do. Niggas can't live the way that I live. Might not be the same result for you.
I'm down with nowhere, and I know what I gotta do. I'm about 3 steps forward.
Hey,
I just need gotta come through. I need love, I need patience. Take me back to the basics. I just need one more shot at living. I just need one more shot like Pippin.
Niggas can't walk the path that I walk. Niggas can't do the things that I do. Niggas can't live the way that I live. Might not be the same result for you. I am the have-not mascot.
Good morning. What's good, brother Ty? What's good with you, brother? Good morning, people.
Yo.
Just some regular
Peace
guys
and
and
blessings.
gals having some real conversation. Get your funky ass up. You know the routine. What's good with the people? What's good with the people?
I'm back like cook crack.
What's good with the brothers, man? What's good with y'all, man?
Yo, top of the morning, man. What up?
Yeah, definitely
Good.
top of the AM, man.
I wanna apologize to the public about my hiatus, the lack of words. My kid's been sick, man. So I know how it go when I got a bunch of sick kids. Everybody's sick right now. So
I got a bunch of 6 kids.
Hey, yeah, that weather do it, man. That should be up and down. Hot
my
in the
kids got
afternoon.
asthma, so you already know how that shit is.
Yeah. Probably been going to the
Better,
hospital,
so.
doctors and everything.
Breathing machines, snot and all of that. That's all I've been dealing with. But we back.
I know how it be, man. What's good though? What's good, Fly? Fly, I went and found out what Kelly in the hole for, which don't make no sense to me, but
What, he had the Wharton number? The Wharton
Yeah.
phone number?
Yeah, that's what it said. You know, you're in solitary confinement, and the reasoning is R. Kelly under investigation for possession. Retired Wharton's phone number. I don't understand what's wrong with that.
And on the Sirius XM.
Because he had. That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with that. So, yeah, I don't get it. Like I said, man, I'm gonna write out the button, man. I'm gonna write on out the button. Holla at my boy Robert. See what's going on, man. See if he right back. What's good with the family, man? What's up with y'all in the chat, man? Who in here, man? All right, Trav. What's good? Trav, what's good with you? Natalie. Uncle Tony, what's good? Uncle Travis, what's good? What's good with y'all, man? What is good with y'all? What's good with the family? Yeah, he we gotta see what's going on with Robert though, man. They got him in the hole for some suspicious reasons. I don't know what that's about, but I didn't know he couldn't have the ward number. I mean, the ex-ward, and they ain't even a ward no more. What's the problem? So
That's why I said, is that a crime? Is that technically a crime?
I don't know if that's the reasoning that they're coming up with. It don't make no sense to me. I never.
Fuck he was gonna do? Call the
It's
ward?
like upon investigation. Right.
Fuck he was gonna do? Call the ward?
For real, right? Like what he was gonna do? Say,
man, we gotta put you in solitary. You know you can't be calling that ward, man. You crazy?
Yo, find out where this number, where the address to this number at, where the location at.
The plot thickens.
Yeah,
it sound like the plot thickens, Steve.
You know how it go, man. They try to make something out of nothing. But you know, like I said, he in the midst of his appeal, man. We'll see how that work out. Or switching the district of where his case at, or whatever the case may be, the court, or where his case at. So, you know, let's see how that plays out.
What did he actually get charged with? Like, so I'm clear.
It wasn't trafficking. He definitely got. I want to say he got the
what a minor
for real. He got something similar to Diddy, not Diddy conviction, but what Diddy was charged with.
That's why I
Yeah,
was trying to
like,
figure out
I can't remember.
was it similar to the charges? I thought, well, them girls,
I think they
them
were saying
girls
like
that
underage.
he had at the house wasn't underage though, right? They were 18 and shit like that.
Yeah, yeah, because the young girl who he was, you see, she coming out talking about stuff now, so I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah.
He wasn't even charged with that. He wasn't. He
That's why I
beat.
said he wasn't
That was
charged
the
with
case.
that.
That was the case he beat when Jigga Kelly not guilty. That was all that stuff. You know, they was trying to charge him back then for that. But yeah, we're gonna see how it play
I'm
out with
not
the
even
guy, man.
sure what he got locked up for.
Let me see. I'll
Um,
tell you.
yeah, find out, Fly. Exactly his actual charges because
Story. I was just like, damn, he got like 30 years. Like, what he charged with?
yeah, you know, a lot of times when they give you 30 years and stuff like that, that just be like the enhancements, man. The enhancements, the add-ons.
The
Oh,
max, the
you know,
maximum
traveling
shit.
across state lines. You know, certain stuff they try to add on
30
and make
years
it.
in prison after a federal jury in Brooklyn found him guilty of 9 counts of racketeering in the Mann Act.
This is what I'm trying
In
to
the
tell you.
Mann
He got
Act violations
the
relating
same thing.
to coercion. This sound like the same shit that Diddy locked up
Yeah,
for.
but
Sound
they
like that
got him.
same exact charge, bro.
But they got him on racketeering, and the
Right.
racketeering what got him to 30
Yeah,
years.
that's the big boy charge. Yeah,
That's
the
what
racketeering, the
smoked him.
big boy charge. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what smoked him. So he's trying to get it moved out of the District of New York and into Chicago. And I don't know if the crimes didn't happen in New York. It shouldn't have been tried in New York. That's how I see it. But you know, they say, you know, the law I guess knows best because they definitely moved it from Chicago before he had the case. So I don't know, man.
It
We'll
said
see how it play out.
it says his attorney accused prosecutors of stretching the act's definition
What's up,
of
Mo?
enterprise and argue term solely applies if members share a common purpose to engage in illegal conduct.
Yeah, man. So they trying to this like another example case. Like I don't understand how he got. I guess they saying he was running like a criminal enterprise with females. That's what he was
Man,
doing.
this should say Rico all over it, man.
This is what I'm saying. They try to add attachments that shouldn't be added to certain crimes. They making stuff up, and
That's what the attorney's saying, that they stretching the definition of what, you know what I'm saying,
yeah,
the act that
yo,
they saying is. They trying to say he was running an enterprise of women just coming in and out like he had the Playboy Mansion. You know what I'm
absolutely,
saying?
absolutely, and they throwing these guys under the jail. You know what I'm saying when they add these attachments. So, like I said, man, we'll see how it play out, man. Ain't no telling. Ain't no telling if he
Shit, how
ever.
long R.
If,
Kelly been locked up?
shit, how long it's been? It got to be about what 5? About a nickel now. Oh, it ain't been that long. Y'all tell me.
Shit, I feel like it been about somewhere close to 5 years, 6 years, something like that.
It's 2026. He had to
Wasn't
be
he
locked up
going?
before
Wasn't he going to
2019.
jail around the
Let me
pandemic
see.
time? Was
I'll
it?
tell you.
Was he
Hold
Right,
going
on.
it
to
had to be
court
like,
back and forth to court around the pandemic time?
that's what I'm thinking, like 2018, 2019. Motherfucker been gone for a minute, seems like.
In
That
2020 2022, he was sentenced to 30 years in prison.
In 22?
that
In
was that
2022, Kelly was sentenced to 30. Now he might have already been in
that was
prison
he was
to the
already in
sentencing. Yeah,
jail
yeah,
though.
he
He
might
was
already been
Oh,
in
I'm
already in
about to
jail.
jail.
say.
Yeah, they just say he was sentenced. He was sentenced in 2022. So you give it a 2-year span or a year and a half span before that,
Time
before the
served type
trial,
shit.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But
A 6-week
he ain't.
trial in September 2021 in federal Brooklyn jury.
I'm
2021,
saying he
a
ain't gonna do
6-week
no
trial.
30 years though. He ain't
So
gonna
the
do
trial
no.
started in 2021.
He's not gonna
It
do.
ended in 22.
Yeah, he's not gonna do no 30 years though. It's gonna be like they gonna get a little bit more out of him, but he'll be home not soon. Yo, they ain't gonna get no 30 years out of him. As long as he got money to fight, the lawyers know what's going on. I could say what's going on, and people say, "I don't know, burn R. Kelly and all that," but whatever. He ain't gonna do no 30 years, yo. He ain't gonna do no 30 years, and
Hey,
that's
E, how much time Bill Cosby did?
he did 2 years. He did 2 years,
On
about
a what
2.
sentence? On a 30-year sentence?
No, he ain't had no 30-year sentence. Bill Cosby had I want to say an 8-year sentence or something like that, 4-year sentence or something like that. But he came, he came right home though. His lawyers got him right up out of that. They got him right up out of that. Kelly should have. I mean, Bill Cosby probably should have never stepped foot in a jail. Period. You know what I'm saying? So he made it up out of that. Kelly gonna make it up out of this too because Kelly was the example. So they're making an example out of him. Like this what could happen to you, but they're gonna overturn that 30 years because he definitely should have no racketeering, just like Diddy shouldn't have had no racketeering. You know how that go though. They making them examples, man. You know, we talked about Obama yesterday, right? And I was saying, he said, let me just play what he said because I know Ty wasn't here. Let me play what he said about the aliens and all that because I got an update.
Are aliens real?
They're real, but I haven't seen them, and they're not being kept in what is it?
Area 51.
Area 51. There's no underground facility unless there's this enormous conspiracy, and they hid it from the president of the United States.
What was the first question you wanted answered when you became president?
Where are the aliens?
Where are the aliens?
Yeah, I know you said that. You know, I guess everything went viral and went in a frenzy. You know, he got some stuff to say now. He clearing up what he meant about the aliens. They must have got on his ass. You know, you letting out confidential information.
We just spoke about it yesterday. E, did I tell you?
About that. They must have got on him though.
Some shit that you just can't say, bro.
Yeah, he like, I was trying to stick with the spirit of the speed round, but since it's gotten attention, let me clarify. Statistically, the universe is so vast that the odds are good there's life out there. But the distance between solar systems are so great that the chances we've been visited by aliens is low, and I saw no evidence during my presidency that extraterrestrials have made contact with us. Really.
So it is aliens. At all of that, it is aliens. That's what we just heard, correct?
It sounds like he ain't trying to say that it wasn't. It sounds like he ain't trying.
That was a lot of hoopla. Yeah, that was the 52 fake out just now. I just heard that.
Yeah, he ain't trying to say that
Wait,
it wasn't.
Y'all don't remember when the senator was testifying to all the aliens and like it was a big whistleblower like a couple months ago on C-SPAN?
Yeah, they had a whole.
Nah, I don't know what y'all talking about.
A Congress meeting about it, yo. They had a whole big meeting about it. I know
this
exactly
was going on for
like
a month, bro. He out there telling everything. He like, I don't care no more. He like, I got government clearance. I've been working there. Like, yes, motherfuckers, aliens right here. They look like this. They gave us this. Like. He calling people to the courtroom. They're like,
first of all, the Mexicans got bodies of aliens that's supposed to got tested. We never heard nothing more about it. They had about 3.
What aliens. You mean in Mexico?
In Mexico, they got dead bodies of aliens. They little though. They like some little creatures with heads. They like, you know what I'm saying? They little, and they were supposed to be doing some tests on them. And I ain't never heard nothing back about the test, but I always want. I gotta look into that. What happened with the aliens in Mexico?
You sure that wasn't a fish out the water, man?
No, it definitely wasn't no fish. Them definitely wasn't fish. What I'm talking about, they had fingers.
I don't see certain fish that look like fucking aliens.
Yo, look, they had fingers. They had like three long fingers. Go ahead, Ty.
Y'all ain't seen that military footage of the planes? When the military guys is flying, they're like, yo, what the fuck is that flying beside us? This shit going this way, it's going that way. This shit just dove into the ocean. This shit on military camera.
I'm gonna keep it real, man. I done saw so much stuff involving the aliens, man. That's what Keith said. Keith said the aliens are in the ocean. They have no idea how deep the ocean goes. First of all, Keith, we only know about 5% of the ocean, yo.
Right. That shit.
We don't know nothing about the ocean, yo. For real,
They
for
know,
real.
They know more
Only
about
up to
outer
about
space than they know
5%
about
of
the
it.
ocean.
Word is bond.
That's a fact.
Word is bond. They don't know nothing about the ocean, and they scared. They say, it's different creatures down there, man, going down there. So you don't know what's down there, for real, for real. But they definitely saying it's oceans, and I definitely heard that they be going into the water, tired of the spaceships and all that, going in the water,
Yeah, you
disappearing.
see what Bees just said?
Where do you see the video? On video, like you watch it, like this shit got no jet propulsion. You don't see no gas coming off they like aircraft or nothing like that. They're like, how the fuck is it flying? It ain't no gas coming out this way, that way, bro. That shit dropped like 3,000 feet straight into the ocean, gone. They're like, what the fuck?
You know what's crazy, L. Benton, that's a possibility.
Bees said they motherfucking it's time travelers.
They probably coming back trying to warn us that something, the end of time coming. You know what I'm saying? They probably trying to warn us. You never know. They shot a missile at one, and the missile did what? What is the missile bounced off the UFO? Man, this is what I'm saying. There's a lot of stuff going on with these aliens. I be paying attention though, man.
Do y'all believe in aliens? Let me ask one question. Y'all believe in aliens?
Do y'all remember the thing that happened last year in Las Vegas? With the aliens landed in the people's backyard. They said something dropped in the backyard. They saw something coming out the sky, the police car. Everybody saw it. The police, it was all over the news. This when everybody started coming out saying, yo, it's definitely aliens.
I've been believing in aliens though. But my take on it is kind of like how he said, like time travel, like how L. Ben said. I think they come back. I think they come back just to see, like, have them niggas caught up yet? Like they don't know how to do this yet. Then they'll drop off some knowledge. Like, here go fucking plutonium. Y'all hurry up and catch up so we can come back and like communicate. Y'all niggas is too primitive. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think they come back to check and see like where we at, like where they at right now. Or they just learn how to do this. All right, bet we'll be back. Fuck.
I believe it, but I damn sure know that Barack didn't say, nah, it's definitely not aliens. He's saying it's a possibility.
Oh no,
I don't know, Keith. Keith said they won't go underwater. Shit, it's a lot of motherfuckers that's going to school for marine biology, man. Motherfuckers is going underwater, dog.
That's another one, Jason. See, I didn't know people was into this stuff with the Miami Mall. You know what's crazy? Jason, I went on a cruise, right? I was going on a cruise. I so I get to Miami the night before. And the hotel I stayed in, I didn't know it was going to end up being a rinky-dink hotel down there like that. But I only had to stay in there for a night. But the shit was right across from that mall where they said the portal opened up and the aliens came running through. It's a big thing. I know everybody heard about that happened in Miami. I know everybody heard about that. The people running, storming out the mall. Everybody, all the police from in Miami was at the mall.
I believe in aliens, though.
I believe them too, man. I ain't gonna front, man. But I ain't think people was into it that much. Even though I be watching some things that be having millions and millions of views. I'm like, people be watching. They be wanting to know for real.
Shit, that's what I watch on TV. Ancient Aliens come on the History Channel like once a damn day.
Yeah. I believe it's possible, man. They got some good insight on the possibilities. Yeah, you know what? It can be really aliens, man. This is something we need to look into.
If you look in like the ancient pyramids, all of like across the world, they got the same stories written on the wall. Some shit came from the sky, landed right here, showed us this shit, and left. You go from Mexico to Egypt, it's the same stories on their walls. They ain't making that shit up. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think so either. Hey, Albert, how you doing? How you doing over there?
I'm good. How y'all doing this morning?
Easy.
We all right. Yeah, man. I was kind of waiting for Albert to come in.
I had to chime in. I was like, let me tell them why, because people, everybody call me crazy.
Nah, it's actually not crazy.
If you think about it, travelers.
If you think about it, right, look at all the coincidences that we've had with how people look like people from the past. We got books that have come about that are written decades, hundreds of years ago that foretell what exactly we're going through. That we have even movies, right, if y'all notice the movies and the shows and stuff, how are people able to imagine that this stuff will come into existence in 20 years from now? How can you possibly imagine that if you've never seen it before? I know we're an intelligent species, but how can we come up with something that actually happens, right? Events that actually happen, wars that actually happen, people doing speeches of things that actually come true decades later. It's not a coincidence in my mind. I feel like what we're seeing is the advanced form of ourselves. And if we're talking about how physically we change, they do have still a similarity to how a human structure is, right? Head, arms, legs, may be extended, but we know that we evolve as biological beings to whatever environment. I feel like they're coming back to change things so that we can adjust the future. I know it sounds like a sci-fi movie.
No, I don't, because at the end of the day, I think about when they talk about global warming and stuff like this, and how we got to be on top of that stuff like that. I think about all the sightings we've been hearing about with aliens lately, right? And I'm thinking that these things are probably coming back that's warning us, like, yo, y'all got to get it together or the world gonna end. Like, y'all got to tighten this up with this global warming. Y'all got to do certain things. And I think that the government done interacted with them, and they're not allowing us to like really know about it or see them or whatever the case may be. They got to stay under the radar wherever they staying. But I believe that the government definitely knows. That's why they don't try to hide from the little you said Ty, when they seen them in the Navy or whoever seen them in the spacecraft. The military seen them in the spacecraft. They're not hiding from them people. Like, you know what I'm saying? They're not hiding from them because they know that the military gonna tell them, keep that down. We ain't talking too much about it. But you got some whistleblowers that's coming out like, yo, I seen this thing. And
you watch that symposium, bro. That motherfucker telling it all. First off, have y'all ever looked up or did any kind of research on Nikola Tesla?
Yeah, yo. Where's his information at? Where's his stuff at, man?
I'm about to say Nikola Tesla was a real time traveler. Like how she said, like that shit is true. Like I don't know what y'all know, but if you ever been to Canada, like leaving America going to Canada, it's a place called Tesla Way. That's where all the power and shit is out there. But he's a time traveler. He was an alien. He's from somewhere else. That nigga created everything. I'm trying to tell you, like,
yo, it's crazy how you say that, Todd, right? And some of the conspiracies that's like out now about the people who got his information.
Right. They stole his journals.
They saying the people that's in power have access to this information, and this is how they ahead of everybody and how like certain things are. But I don't know, yo. Like they saying this right now.
Hey, the shit that I read said when they went to his like layer or his laboratory type situation, they found a time machine.
Yeah,
he had built the time machine too, and Tesla's just came out recently, like solar powered cars and shit. Like they still using his shit. It's like the 1800s.
And how do you explain the butterfly effect? How do you explain how we remember some stuff as being one way, but it changed suddenly to something completely different, like the names of products, the names of movies? Y'all remember that was going around?
Oh, the
how do you explain that stuff?
Yeah.
That's like
if a massive amount of people remember certain things a certain way, and then all of a sudden it changed, and it's like it never existed. Or people never existed.
They fucked me up with the Bernstein Bears type shit. They were like, it was never the Bernstein Bears, it was the Bernstein Bears. I'm like, no, the fuck.
You're never gonna tell me I didn't watch Shazam with Sinbad. Never gonna tell me because I had it on VHS.
Absolutely, and I watched that.
I watched it faithfully. I love that movie.
I watched Shazam with Shaq in it. I ain't never see Shazam with Sinbad.
No, Sinbad was definitely in Shazam. He was the first Shazam. Hey, Keith.
Oh yeah, damn, I forgot. Keith. You know what's crazy? I thought y'all was just saying the same movie. That is two different movies. Yeah. That's crazy. Hey, Shaq Keith. Had the earring in his head. Sinbad with somebody totally different.
Yeah. Hey Keith,
that's crazy.
They saying he was smart, right? But if the government and the world have people turn against you, they said he was kind of going crazy. That's why he was stationed off in the hotel room and said he was going crazy. People thought he was crazy or whatever the case may be. It made it that easy for them to. Did they ever have a body? For real, for real? How about if he traveled back out of somewhere else in town?
What we talking about? I can't see the comments.
We talk about Tesla. I'm talking about Tesla. Like, how about if he traveled somewhere else in town?
What's that book, Barron Trump? Y'all heard about that book, Barron Trump, about Donald Trump?
Absolutely.
Hey,
Absolutely.
bro, that shit crazy, yo. That shit crazy, yo. Like,
that's the one that discovered his information.
Bro, that shit crazy.
That's the one.
Yo.
That's the one who got one of the people that got his information. They was
the main character.
They was working for somebody.
Right, that was his damn name.
They was working for somebody, and look at his son name. What is his son name? Barron what?
Bro.
His son named Barron Trump. I ain't never seen this kid before a day in my life, and now he the tallest kid. Look like he from I don't know where, but I ain't never seen him.
Yeah, that shit was wild. I like to go down conspiracy rabbit holes every once in a while.
Yeah.
But
and you gotta question it. If you don't question it, you know what I'm saying, you're not living. You're just a drone, right?
All right. So another question: do y'all believe in mermaids? While we wilding out right
now? Yes.
Yo, this shit get what?
Yes.
What in the sci-fi Band of Brothers is going on here?
Hey,
yes,
yo, listen,
I do believe in mermaids.
Hey, mermaids real as hell, yo. They got this.
He said mermaids.
If you watch those shows that show underwater. Like unseen underwater sea life, you can see where these fish and these aquatic animals do favor humans.
Hey,
and
bro.
They have human features.
Yes, they do.
Hey, Eve, fuck with this conspiracy theorist right quick, right? I mean, this theory. And this shit makes sense. The dude said, all right, so we all was on Pangea, right? This big-ass continent that was connected, right?
All connected, yeah.
Cool. When the shit broke apart, and people that were used to being on land were forced to be on islands now because my land broke off and now I got water around me and shit, right? So if we go with the theory of adaptation and evolution, where we got to evolve to our environment. So these people had to learn how to swim and to go hunt for their food and shit like that. Now they got to go in the waters. Some people, they only hunt in the waters, which give them expanded lungs.
Yeah, it's people on islands that's like that, yo, that can stay in the water and underwater for like
20 minutes.
Like 20 minutes and shit like that.
Bro, they found them off, like they did an autopsy on one of those people, but their lungs are long, like big ass balloons. Like, the long stretchy balloons you make animals with?
Yeah.
They lungs like that. And they can survive under deeper pressure underneath the water. So if you start breeding motherfuckers like this, like you might have had to struggle a little bit when it was your generation, but the next generation, they're going to adapt, and we're going to adapt. And they was like, bro, motherfuckers just start living in water, because when you get in water, your skin changes. Like, and when you take a bath,
hey, yo, think about this then. Since your skin changing, you think about this. So think about this. How about if space ain't what we think it is? How about space is in the ocean?
That's what they were saying. Like, I ain't trying to flip a motherfucking world upside down, but
because if you ever notice when they it's starting to seem like the firmament and all that shit is real, right? Every time you see them do a spaceship or something that's supposed to be going out of space, right? If it really goes straight up, you'll always see like this little explosion thing. Like, it never makes it through to get into outer space for real. You get high enough where it look like you out of space, but you never make it out of the firmament.
Like out of the atmosphere type shit.
You never make it out of the atmosphere. We're really under a dome.
Fuck all of that, E. If you going with the premise that it take all of that equipment to blast your ass off from Earth with all this help, how you getting back? How you blasting? If you land somewhere, how the fuck you blasting off?
Nobody ever went anywhere.
If you needed all of this shit.
How about if you just need to be at a certain place at a certain time to go someplace? How about if it's portals all around the world, we just don't know about them?
That's what the Bermuda Triangle is, though. You can't tell me it's not.
I believe that's possible. First of all, what happened to the Malaysian flight MS? What was the flight? MH what?
People on that flight, bro.
Have you seen the show on Netflix?
Where did it go?
They gonna come back.
If they come back, I'm gonna pass out. I swear to God, I'm gonna pass out. shit, I'm gonna disappear. I'm telling you that now.
Y'all ever watch the show Lost?
Huh? Yeah, I watched Lost. Lost was one of my favorite shows.
Yeah, that shit
I
had me
watched
lost.
Lost.
But they kept flying
Manifest is the show where the plane
Manifest. I
returns
watched
decades
Manifest
later.
too. I watched Manifest too.
I mean,
I
I
see that
watched
shit on, like,
I watched
HBO now.
Independence Day. I mean,
But when you think about Manifest, though, as you said it, Albert, right? Everything happened like that with the little pieces and this, that, and the third. But the plane still came back at a certain time when all the people wanted, like ain't nothing happened.
I feel like everything that we're being shown, everything we're seeing in these movies and shows are somebody's memories, lessons, and things that we need in order to make some certain decisions to continue on with our existence as humans on Earth. I feel like that's the reason for the time travel.
How about if it's this though, the time travel too? But how about if like my dreams sometimes be so real, right? And I don't dream all the time. Not that I can recall, like, you know what I'm saying? But when I do dream, it be so intense. I'd be like, that shit was real. That shit was real. That shit happened somewhere in my life. It was too real for. First of all, I woke up over it. First of all, this was real. I know it was real. It felt real. Why my heart beating like this? It was real, right? I just think it's happening somewhere else at a certain time. I think it may be like different forms of us in different, what you want to call them, realms, in different realms.
Hey, giving God no credit.
And I think that when you dream, it's something that's going on.
I don't know how you
somewhere else, but it's you. It's not nobody else. It's you.
Hey, bro, it's a Disney movie, like A Stitch in Time or some shit like that, with like Oprah in it or somebody like that. I watched this shit with my kid, A Wrinkle in Time, right? I never even heard the story. Like, I guess that's like a kid story that you grow up reading and shit like that. But they got like a newer movie called A Wrinkle in Time. If you want to have your fucking mind blown by a Disney movie, roll up and watch A fucking Wrinkle in Time, bro. You can be like, yo, this is exactly what I think the world is, because it's like an alternate universe. Like you said, bro, like shit's still going on. Like, yo, what's the astral projection type shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm out my body.
I think that when you sleep, it's not that you have an out-of-body experiences. It's like your soul is free to roam wherever and do whatever. Like you sleep, but you don't know what's going on. When you're dreaming, this stuff is going on, and when I wake up, it's like he jumped back in me and shit. Like I was just running. I'm crazy. Niggas was after me. And Keith, shoot, God get all the credit, because with these type of abilities, you got to understand, like, why do we have all these abilities to be able to dream and to be that
what
real
God
and
can
vivid?
do or what God is. I think we put limitations on that. So, and let me tell you my theory. And when it comes to dreams, right? And the Mandela effect and the butterfly effect, all of that, I think, is because the timeline keeps changing. So you may have lived that particular instance that you're dreaming about. You remember it on some level still, even though the timeline changed and it changed everything else around you. I think that you're just reliving or remembering what was
possible.
previous.
That's possible. I tell you, I had it rough then too, though. The dreams be, boy, they be having me going crazy sometimes. Like, yo.
Yeah, I still keep a dream book. I always keep a dream book handy. When I was in college, I used to take psychology classes, and we used to do like lucid dreams and REM sleep, all those kind of practices and shit like that, because it is like messages, and like it's way more true than like just waking up and saying, "Oh, I'm tripping." If you actually wake up, because we did this exercise for a while, you had to wake up, write down what you dreamt about. If you can remember it, go look it up and see if it's applicable to your life or something like that, if it applies. And that shit be telling you exactly. I remember in my like whole phase back in the day, this shit was crazy. I never forget this dream. I was like, you know, when you going crazy, like you going crazy. I'm doing numbers this week back in the day, right? So I had a dream that it was this big ass tomcat sleeping on my bed, and I don't like cats at all, right? So as soon as I woke up, I'm looking like, I gotta look that up. I would never let a cat be on my bed. You know what I'm saying? I read it, and it was like, what kind of cat was it? I'm like, it was like a, you know what I'm saying? This kind of cat was a tomcat, I guess described in the book. It was like you having a lot of sexual partners in your bed that you don't really know and connect with, and you need to stop. That was the fucking message. That was exactly
with the
what's going on in my
tomcat
life.
being in the
I don't
bed.
know, Ty. That's just like a you got all them pussies in your bed. I don't know if that's a stretch kind of thing.
I thought that was
Hey, yo, you know what
like,
though? I think that we don't we put limits on ourselves too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we put limitations on ourselves. Like, we don't believe some of the stuff that we're capable of. Like when we dream and stuff happens in a dream or whatever the case may be, like we just take it as, yo, that was a dream. But it could possibly be more than that. You could possibly have more power than you think you have. Like, I think that we are some powerful beings and we just don't know it. We just haven't reached our full capability.
I think we've been stunted because, you know, they say we only use 10% of our brain power. So
exactly what I'm saying. So imagine if we could use 100% of our brain power. Like when I see the movie Lucy. You ever seen the movie Lucy?
Yep.
When she got to use all her brain power and how she was able to do certain things. Like, and I think at a time in history, people were able to use way more of their brain than we are today.
That's because, like, shit that you eat, your diet, you got you vibrating at a low frequency. Anyway, there's some people right now that can do a lot of, like, them Shaolin monks motherfucker be vibrating at a different frequency. And they gonna show you, like, the limits of what the human body could do if you tapped in with your diet, with your meditation, if everything is in alignment. So like you said, some people,
I done seen guys hold themselves up with 2 fingers, man. With
crazy
with 2 fingers holding their whole body up, and you like, yo, how you doing that, bro? Your fingers supposed to be broke.
Get kicked in the sack 10 times back to back, and he was like, I internalize my testicles. I can make them rise in my body. That way, I said, how tapped in are you with your shit?
Frequency definitely play a huge part in our human existence.
Frequency do, but you know what? Another thing I think plays a part in it, though, we're out of alignment with the way everything was, as far as the calendar, the days, like how everything is set up. When it used to be 13 months, I think that we're totally out of alignment with who we are.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? They put this whole
our coordination with nature and the earth.
Yeah, I believe that wholeheartedly. But yeah, yesterday I got another update. Yeah, you know, I had to go get some updates before, you know. You know, we talked about this and I thought it was dope. Let me get back to, I'm gonna show, because Ty wasn't here, so let me play it, and then I'm gonna play Fantasia Father.
2014, we sat and had a conversation after 3 weeks of knowing each other. And we said, what if we get married? And we did it. We said, listen, but the one thing that's missing in our life is we talk about it. We did it. But I didn't properly propose. The one thing that I've learned as we married is that a good woman is always about proposing.
Pops ain't feeling this, and I don't know, it might change some people's minds, man. I was feeling it yesterday. I said, oh, he's doing this thing. But, you know, Pops feels otherwise.
What the man said. Go back, listen to the video. The man said, she chose me. She chose me. Bible readers. Is that what the words say? He supposed to chose her. When they done come, taking all your assets away that God give you, So now listen. This is not a call. I'm not going against my daughter. But if the God is in you, don't show you manipulation. And when your man go openly and say you chose him, there's something wrong with that picture. Pray for Fantasia. Fantasia fans, I love Fantasia just like you do. But you don't want to see nothing happen to Fantasia. You don't want to see her be taken over, taken advantage of. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. If y'all think I'm wrong, just call me a crying father. He cried to her, but I'm a crying father. Okay, somebody said, oh, you just mad because she don't do it? No, baby. I do me. I take care of me. I take care of me. God got me real good. What the man said, and when you're concerned, I want my baby to come out on top. But it's some things that I know about that I really, that's why I'm pushing this. Listen, it looks like love. But y'all know how the game is. Y'all, we're not dealing with stupid people out here. We know what's happening. That walking out on, that's a publicity stunt. That's what the man said.
Pop said it's a publicity stunt going on.
Pops will not let her be great. Let her have her.
I'm about to say how we feel about that. Like as guys, how we feel about that as fathers. Like as fathers, how we feel about that. Like, is she too old for us to be like, he trying to take advantage? Now, mind you, the guy said on the stage that after 3 weeks they got engaged. He could have smelled the sucker in the water. You know what I mean? And said, you know what? I could get in there and get in where I fit in. You know
Hey, how long they been married? Do you know?
11 years.
11 years
now. So that's longer. That's more than long enough for you to be all the way in love with your lady.
I mean, I think Pop's wild, in my opinion. I think the intentions of Fantasia's husband, I thought it was more of the intentions more so than what he said up there or whatever the case may be.
And that's what
I thought it was a moment to make her happy, and I thought Pop's just trying to take away from that. Me, in my opinion, I really don't know the relationship like that, but it just seemed like Pop just tried to take away from the moment and the intentions of what the husband was just trying to do. But I don't really know the situation.
I'm confused about the situation. So her husband was proposing to her?
He was re-proposing. This is a second proposal. He said he ain't do it the first time.
He ain't do it right. He ain't do it right the first time or whatever the case may be. And that could have possibly been the argument, not even the argument, but what's been going on.
Pops didn't like the words he used. But he said that you chose me. He didn't like the words that he used in the proposal.
It could have been what's been going on, though, for the last, how long they been married? 10 years,
11
years. LBZ? 11 years. That could have been what's been going on for the last 11 years.
He's seen stuff that he ain't talking about. But
where Pop's been popping shit and saying, nigga ain't even proposed to you right, this, that, and the third. No boy said, all right, you know what? We're going to put an end to all this. I ain't got time for all this. And so when he go do it, the first person to step up and say something is who? Pops. We can see what's going on.
That's why I said I feel like he's taking away from the moment.
And you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man.
To be fair, Pop said this might be a publicity stunt, right? She is about to go on tour with Anthony Hamilton, so I don't know.
Man,
I mean, a publicity stunt. They already married. I don't
even if it was a publicity stunt, Pop, go sit your raggedy ass down, man. Even if it was a publicity stunt, you messing up her publicity, nigga.
I was just about to say, I feel like Pops just trying to take away from the moment, man.
Like, come on, man. Whatever it was, whatever moment it was, Pops, you just in the way, man. You just in the way, man. And I'm pretty sure, how old is Fantasia? She got to be about 40 now, in her 40s, right?
Hey, the chat saying Dan was absolutely right. I'm missing it.
Who said that was
I
right?
don't agree. I mean, I don't give a fuck what the chat said. I don't agree Pops is right. You know what I mean? I don't believe that Pop should have made a fucking blog about his daughter and her husband. Me personally, but whatever. I don't even know. Pop's 70 years old.
All right, so check it out. Now, if I'm she's 41 now. If I'm Pops and she's 17, 18, right? I may say something to the boyfriend, make a little blog about it. You know, my daughter, this, that, and the third. But when my daughter got damn 41, first of all, I got a daughter. I don't even want to say how old my daughter is. I don't want niggas to say, damn, you an old ass nigga. Me saying something to my daughter, like, now if she come to me with some advice, saying something to her, but taking it public and doing all this, yeah, might be a publicity stunt for you, Pops. You might be out here trying to get some publicity off of this.
He trying to get his bro real on.
Yeah, that's what it just looked
Absolutely.
like. Yo,
It seems like everybody involved now, Ty. Ty seems like everybody involved now. Yo, anybody from the family could jump and get involved. Oh, you know, I'm Fantasia's cousin. Yeah, it ain't right. You know, everybody want to jump on the bandwagon, man.
Well, I mean, I get it as a parent, and you know, I understand that you want the best for your kids all the time. I understand that if I see something that's not right in a partner for my child, I want to speak up and I want to say something. Doing on a public platform, I would not do. That's just me personally. But I understand where he's coming from, especially in the sense where he doesn't feel that the guy is good enough for her.
Or maybe don't mean
it's
right.
Genuine.
Or, yeah, I don't. Maybe he don't feel like the guys who you know we know. And I don't know if y'all know who her husband is, but apparently he had a lot of drug activity and was a participant in a lot of crime at a young age. And then he turned his life around about right before he turned 30 and started mentoring and doing community leadership and owning nonprofits. I think he helped her run her entertainment business now as well. So maybe her dad feels like he's using her as an opportunity as a come up, right?
That's one thing Pop said though. Like,
so my thing is
somebody misappropriated some funds, and they was trying to say it was like management or something like that, and it ends up being Fantasia. I mean, her husband that Pops is saying is swiping the bread, basically.
But it could be real. It's been 11 years. And I think as a woman, looking at how Fantasia came up, you know what I mean? She had it rough with men. I think she would be able to discern if he was not genuine to the point where she wouldn't stay with him for 11 years, given her status.
I was just about to say to what you were just saying, Bees. You said that he got to get his shit together. He had to get his stuff together. So by him saying she chose me, he's saying she chose me. She the breadwinner. She picked me to help me get my life together and things like that. So I'm looking at it from a different standpoint now that you're saying that. I didn't know he was, you know what I mean? I don't know what he do for a living, but I'm pretty sure she is the breadwinner, correct?
Most likely,
probably,
yeah.
Most likely? Yeah, she chose him. Absolutely.
Yeah, he could, like you saying though too, Fly. He could be saying, "Yeah, you chose me."
She do what she wanted.
You chose me, so I'm gonna step up and be responsible and do the stuff that I need to do to make our shit last.
Me out here.
Yeah, because you know what I mean. You did what you did. You didn't have to do what you did for me. You didn't have to do what you did for me. You didn't have to see the potential in me. You understand what I'm saying? So Pops, I think, just need to sit on back, man, and probably have a conversation with the guy and see where his head at. Because if you're just talking and you haven't had a conversation with the guy, then Pops, you just blowing smoke, man.
Yeah, definitely something behind the fact that he did it socially. You know what I mean? Like he did it on a wide scale like that. Something must be going on. Maybe they don't get along or something like that. But that's crazy. I would not do that to my child.
I see we got a few women in the chat, and you on here, Bees. I pulled this up specifically for y'all because I saw this last night and it blew my mind. And I said, I don't know how I would feel if I was a woman. I want y'all to tell me. I probably should have saved it for tomorrow. But I said, I can't let this wait because this is out of control. And I ain't never seen nothing like this. But check it out.
I'm 14. So in the 24 something years of doing hair, this is the worst I've ever seen.
Really?
Yes. Because let me tell you why it's the worst. It's the worst because, number one, you haven't had a haircut in over 15 years. And number two, you put box color on top of it. So how long have you been box coloring the hair?
8 years ago.
Okay. So you see all of this here? You see all of this here? All of this you can see through here? That's all got to go. That as women of color, we hold on to length. And you don't realize you're holding on to the length, but it's not healthy. So you're holding on to dead length.
Right.
So now what's happening is, like, if I could see without really like flat ironing your hair, you would need to cut this off, this much off. This all dead, baby. I'm watching a movie. I've been this much off. You right. Because it looks bad.
You are. So you say here, I'm saying here. Like,
but you just asked me for my professional opinion. I gave it to you.
Yeah.
Okay, there's the answer.
And then like the next 2 times.
No. There's no next 2 times. You lucky I ain't pull out my clippers. That's how bad this is. You're not. I don't think you're understanding that. You're lucky. We gonna cut that dead stuff off. I don't hold on to things that don't serve me. So,
ladies, talk to me because I didn't see nothing that looked bad, and I seen women walk around with their hair like that in the street. Like what, ladies? Maybe I'm bugging.
Your hair too short to be ready to cut my hair off that fast.
And then you talk about you've been doing hair for however long, since you was 14, however long. That don't mean you're a goddamn professional.
Hold on, E. She said I don't carry around stuff that don't serve me. Bitch, this ain't your hair.
Your hair. Well, I said I don't want you to cut that much. Ladies, talk to me, ladies.
My bad, Latoya.
Talk to me, lady, because I would have loved it.
Hey, y'all crazy.
But the way she said that, it sounds to me she's definitely thinking she knows more than she does. I mean, honestly, if you want to be technical, hair is dead already. It's dead cells. That's
Let
why
me say this too. Let me say this too. If
I
I would have let the LBs, if I'd have let the video, if I'd have kept recording more of the video, y'all would have been highly upset with how far she wanted to cut the girl hair though. She telling the girl, yo, we're going to leave it to about this much, where it's like a little mini afro. What? You just heard what you said. I ain't had a haircut. Girl, you just said I ain't had a haircut in 15 years. What make you think I want to cut my hair that low? And I ain't had a haircut in 15 years.
Look that bad.
It sound like a little hate.
She was talking about. But at the same time, part of you serving and being in that capacity is, you servicing your client. This is your client. You got to do it to their comfort level. You can't just go chopping off somebody's hair. You can put them in a mental position. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just do that. And then the way she talked to her was very unprofessional.
Unprofessional. I'd have got up and walked. You don't deserve none of this bread. Hey, yo, she's 40 years old now. He wanted to say something. He should have been. Oh, they talk about Fantasia. Yeah, but yeah, man, nah, you crazy.
I'm looking at this shit like, you know how you go to the mechanic and you like, yo, I want an oil change, and cuz like, nah, I'm about to give you a new transmission. Hey, cuz, I want an oil change, bro. What the fuck? My car on fire,
I hate that shit, Ty. I swear, bro. Don't tell me about nothing else, bro. I swear, dog.
I can't hear said oil. You talk about engines, man. What is wrong with you, player?
I just spent $250 on an oil change. You gotta add shit, bro. Come on, man.
Hey,
nobody told you to look at the engine, bro.
She said I'm about to give you a brush.
You imagine being a woman going to a mechanic shop.
You watch.
Oh man, they get you every time. They gonna throw that extra filter in there.
They don't get me,
throw that filter in there.
They tried. They
gonna try to add that filter every time. Hey, bro, I don't need a filter, bro. Get that shit away from me.
Hey, Fly, they could tell you straight up. They'll be like, yo, look. Fly, they tell you, yeah, you go buy a part, it'd be $50. They'd be like, yeah, labor, yeah, you got to pay $350. What?
Nope,
Nigga?
because I buy
The
my own
part was
parts.
$50, man. Let me try to put this shit on myself, man.
Hey,
I ain't about to be
Hey,
playing
that's
with
how
you
you gotta
guys,
do it.
man.
I YouTube some shit in a heartbeat.
Hey,
I
I
take
be
my own
playing with you
parts. I'm like,
dudes,
I don't
man.
go to no mechanic that don't take my parts. When I take my, can I go buy it myself? Just make sure it's the right part, because y'all ain't about to get me.
Hey Keith, yes, she was a hater, yo. Ain't no way you talk about my length.
I
You
said
talk
she
about,
was a hater.
you
That's
see
what I
this?
said.
I'm looking at the movie. She put her
wanted to
hair
cut her
up and
shit so
said,
bad.
you see this? I'm looking at the movie. It's so thin. I did see thin parts, but it wasn't that much. Her hair was thick. It was full.
Shorty came for a doobie, got a whole cut.
Come on, man. She had a whole Dennis, about to get a whole Dennis Rodman. That shit don't even make sense.
Just imagine being her man, right? I ain't trying to make this crazy. Just imagine being her man. And your shorty left with lymph down like that. And she came back like, yeah, the lady said all my shit was dead. And she cut all my shit off. Now I got the fucking Tony Braxton. And she just left. Yo, what the fuck are you talking about? Yo, I'm not even.
Don't make sense, man.
What just happened right now? Now she just started cutting my shit with clippers. What? Yo, we about to go beat my ass, yo. That shit is funny as hell right there. She actually trying to clown her. You trying to clown me? What's happening? Right now?
Jason, I'm definitely a mechanic. I've been working on my car, and I used to have the books, you know, the auto books they used to sell in the auto store. I used to have the books for my cars. That's like
hey Jay, my shit wasn't working the other day. I jumped right on YouTube, pressed 2 buttons, my shit was back working again, dog.
Yep.
I'm telling you right now, dog. I'm right on YouTube. I can figure this shit out.
Baby.
My nigga said I came for an oil change only. I don't give a fuck whether my car on fire. Don't check my tire pressure, none of that shit, bro.
These niggas told my, hey, you still want your tires rotated? Bro, oil change, dog. Don't do nothing else.
Every time I go for my tires, oh ma'am, you need to replace your shocks, your front and the back, sir. Does that keep my wheels from spinning?
I've never went for an oil change and they didn't try to sell me a filter. Bro, I don't need no fucking filter, bro. Get that shit away from me. And it's $50. Get that
right. You better go and pump that filter in yourself. I'll change my filter.
Yo, crazy, yeah.
Oh, but yeah, that lady was out of bounds. I don't know why she would
wilding, yo.
a lady like that.
Hey, yo, real quick, y'all. Let's pay a little homage to the late great Brother Jesse, man.
Yeah, I woke up to this morning.
Civil rights icon, Jesse Jackson.
That's my grandmother, boy.
Yeah, not her boy, grandma.
He might have hit that.
Grandma thought she could have married this nigga or something.
He might have hit that, yo. He might have hit that.
She was big on. They went to school together.
Yo.
They definitely went to school.
Yo. He might have hit my grandmother, yo.
She used to be showing a little yearbook.
She used to have that picture in the yearbook. Yeah. She used to always show that picture of him in the yearbook.
Yeah, they went to school together. But R.I.P. to him, man. And man, he I used to, when he first ran for president, I remember sitting around watching with grandma and, just sitting around. And I'm like big on Jesse Jackson. And I started getting older. And I said, nah, I ain't really.
Yo, did Jesse Jackson not have a funny voice?
Following the program, grandma.
He had a funny voice to me, yo.
Yeah, that nigga could.
Yo, he used to have that little country voice. He used to have that.
Yeah, it seemed like he used to have some type of dialect, like he used to, he was doing that, like it wasn't like he was making that voice.
Yo.
Every time he speak, he sound like he preaching.
Yeah, Keith, she used to be on him, yo. She used to definitely be on him. And you got to understand, as a grandmother, though, right? And you got grandkids, and you got somebody that's like Jesse Jackson. See, back then, at the time she was telling us about him, I didn't know Jesse Jackson was running around with Martin Luther King. Like, he played significant roles in history. Like, Jesse Jackson was around, you know what I'm saying? So,
absolutely.
She was proud to brag about him. Like, yo, I know him. You know what I'm saying? And I understand, you know what I mean? But like I said, man, he might have, smacked it up, flipped it, rubbed it down. But, she used to be souped
grandma,
up about that guy.
We love you. That's a joke, grandma. I know my grandmother looking down like, boy, don't be saying that. I know my grandmother.
She know how we joke,
my grandmother. She gonna be like, stop playing. Don't say that.
She know how we joke. Yeah, she know how we joke. But shout out to him, man.
He was definitely a great figure in the Black community, whether people want to continue to
acknowledge
believe in
it
or not.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
he definitely made a lot of changes and paved the way for a lot of things to happen in the Black community and for Black Americans, not just Black Americans. Let's just be real, because he advocated the Rainbow Coalition, which had nothing to do with the LGBTQ community like people think, but it did have to do with Blacks, whites, Asians, you know, all Hispanics and everybody.
Color spectrum.
Spectrum of people having rights and freedoms. That's what he believed in, and he pushed and sacrificed himself on numerous occasions to make sure that they pushed the agenda for Black America, for America, period. He fought for what he believed in. He stood for who he was.
Do y'all feel like he got it just due as a Black leader? I feel like he did. You know what I mean? I don't feel like
he did in the early days, but as time went on, you know how we get into the everybody should be our savior complex.
I was just about to say that. Do y'all think he lived too long, whereas though he kind of ain't like, for instance, Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, like what y'all saying, he was with those guys.
They went out on top. You saying they went out on top at the top of their peak.
I feel like they went out on top, but they died real early. Whereas though they could have fell off of being our, you know what I mean, people. You know what I mean? I think, you know what I mean, of them dying early and how they died made them who they were. But like a Jesse Jackson, him living this long kind of just faded away. You know what I'm saying? His shit kind of faded away. Because my kids don't know Jesse Jackson. My kids don't know him. You know what I'm saying?
We still needed to know that he existed. So his death now is going to prompt, you know, a reawakening of civil rights and what that movement was. Because now they're going to talk about it.
Echo.
Me too.
So I think that it's a good thing that we have had the long-standing leaders like Jesse Jackson and John Lewis and, you know, Rosa Parks and those people that still are around to make
prominent figures. Yeah, absolutely. I think Jesse Jackson was a prominent figure. I just don't feel like he got it just due now. Like I feel like now. Well, I hope it happens now that, you know what I mean, he passed away. But over the past years,
you know, he was definitely old. So
I think he didn't like he used to. I think he didn't get his just due because. And I don't want, you know, say this is because, but my opinion. I remember when Farrakhan was kind of going at him back in the days.
Mm-hmm.
You know, saying like, you know, and I think Farrakhan was like actually calling to him, really, not really trying to, but saying like, we need you more in a leadership role, like, you know what I'm saying, or whatever the case may be. Basically saying like, you over there shoe shuffling with them guys, worrying about them when you need to be worrying about your own people or whatever the case may be. And I think that's when a lot of people started looking at Jesse kind of a little different when they was clashing. But I think if that never would have happened, I think Jesse Jackson would have kept just knocking at the park. Cause like I said, I became a fan from sitting and watching him with grandma and her knowing them. I'm like, yo, all right. But after a while, you like, damn, he ain't out here pushing it like Farrakhan, and you start comparing. Oh, he ain't out here pushing like, you know, Farrakhan or whatever the case may be. And his movement was like Farrakhan. You learn that once you get
That's
older.
When I found out Farrakhan was contradictory and a hypocrite because you turning on your own. Like no matter what, you know they're.
I didn't like that.
For our community, yet you still wanted to down the man because he was trying to position himself to get more power, trying to position himself to gain alliances on the other side so he can further these agendas for us. You know, it ain't but so much you can do as a person, one person trying to make moves in this government. You know what we're dealing with. So I don't understand why we try to take each other down like that.
It's always seemed like it's got to be a competition with us.
Yeah.
Just because you got a voice don't mean you got to try to silence mine.
Exactly.
Like, it's always like a competition thing, yo. And if we could stop doing that shit, I think we'll be all right, man.
Now that goes back to what are you saying? Are you saying something that's in opposition to what we're saying?
Nah, I see your question, Keith.
I'm about to say that's what got shit Malcolm hit. You know, like you saying opposite shit that we saying, bro. Not even saying that you telling lies. You telling the truth, but you're not saying what we saying. We trying to get everybody on the same page. And you
But
trying
your
to
page don't necessarily be the right page either.
that's the problem with black community now. We all ain't got the same agenda. And that's what they saying. If
That's
you
the
go
issue.
And that's what I'm saying.
That's the biggest issue.
That's the
But I
biggest
think,
issue right there.
I think even though we don't have the same way to get there, we're not walking, we're not driving in the same car, we're still going to the same destination. So why am I playing bumper cars along the way?
I agree with that as
Because
well.
if we're not trying to go to the same destination. If you saying integration and I'm saying
I was about to say Malcolm X was saying one thing, Martin Luther King was saying another. He peace and peace. He said one thing else.
Changed his message now. Don't forget.
But that's when you sit down. That's when you sit down and you try to figure it out. You figure it out. Y'all come to some common goal, but don't turn against each other because we need each other. You know, if you take all these people over here, then I'm butt naked over here. Not really butt naked. I got my people, but they ain't following here. Like that's straight divide and conquer.
That's the whole master plan that they implemented. They can't get on one.
And that shit has worked like never before, and it's still working today without them having to do anything. It just works.
You can't be mad at the motherfucking damn tactics, bro. Damn. Boy,
them shits just work, bro. They just work.
You can't be mad at the tactics. I don't understand why you keep saying that.
How? Because it works. I can't be mad at efficiency. I'm just mad that I'm the butt end of it. You know what I'm saying? The tactics
why
work,
would you
but
be mad at it? I don't understand that disassociation. You're disassociating the method from the outcome.
Because if we could have did it first, I would have did that too. Like, damn, you got to it first. That's a damn good tactic.
We wouldn't have. It would already been done. If you're not in that caliber and you don't have that stature, you wouldn't do it. It's just a fact. It's for you who you are. If you're willing to sacrifice morality and willing to sacrifice human decency,
that's what they were. That's what I'm saying. Y'all willing to go to a level that we wouldn't imagine. That's what even produced this system that you're using. We wouldn't even have got to this point, but based off of the position that you in on Earth, the only thing you can do is ingrain some shit into a society so you can maintain. Why the fuck would I be mad at a smart tactic? That shit just smart, bro. We was playing chess and you start whooping my ass. If we was playing chess and you start doing some good shit that's bro, that's a good move. A good move is a good move. Even though I might lose, that's a damn good move.
Our tactics should be going off grid for a little while. Disappearing from everything that they got to do with. Anything they got to do with, disappear from it. I'm talking about politics, they supermarkets, they restaurants, they anything. Start figuring out how to do for self and being self-sufficient, getting our own shit. Like, we gotta hurt them in their pockets, yo. If we can't do that shit, this shit ain't gonna never change. Right? They use, abuse us, even though we don't think we being used and abused, but we are. All across the board.
The majority of people will continue to sacrifice their freedoms, sacrifice their health, sacrifice their lives for the comforts and convenience.
What's up, Mel?
Provided by the overseer.
Right. Yeah, man. And I think it's dope, Keith, not to get off the subject, but I think it's dope that he passed away in Black History Month, man. It'll give us a reason to talk about him every year, man.
Yeah, that's dope, yo. That's dope.
So you know what I mean?
That was dope too.
I think that's dope, and I think he deserved it, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's been pushing for it for a long time, even though that's the name of the Push Coalition. He's been pushing for a long time, so I think he deserves his just, man. It's just due, man. And like I said,
hey, Keith, let's be clear though, man. Malcolm X and Martin Luther King wasn't martyrs, man. They got killed, bro. They wasn't trying to die. Let's throw that on. And want you to put that out there. They wasn't martyrs. Martyrs, being a martyr is something different. Like, you're trying to die for a cause. I don't think Martin Luther King and Malcolm X was trying to die.
I don't think Malcolm X. Martin was trying to die. I don't think Martin was trying to die, but I think.
But being a martyr is dying for the cause, correct?
I think Malcolm was willing to die, though. I think Malcolm was willing to die, man.
Yeah, they got killed. You know what I'm saying? It's the difference between saying they died for the cause or they got killed.
And going out in blaze.
Yeah.
No.
I get what you're saying.
Hold on.
I'm just trying to figure out what's the difference.
Hold on. If I go to war, I'm willing to die. Right?
He ain't go to war. Ain't nobody was at war, Tom.
They told him to shut his.
Nobody was at war.
They told him to shut his nigga mouth.
Hold on. You saying Martin and Malcolm
he
didn't want that
opened
war
his
yet?
mouth, so that was going against what they said.
If you saying that movement was war, then who was killing who?
They was killing us.
I was about to
They
say,
was
how
killing
that's a
us.
war? That's not a war.
Yeah,
Now, if you'd have said
it's
Black
like
Panther
genocide.
Party was at war, I would be like, okay, now Black Panther Party might have been something totally different, but not Martin and Malcolm. They wasn't at war. Martin Luther King was peace and peace. They was kicking their fucking head in Alabama.
And at the time they killed,
that's
They was beating the shit out of them in Alabama.
But I think they
at
consider
the
them a martyr because I think they're considered martyrs because they voluntarily put themselves in the position where they were going to be attacked, attacked and persecuted because of what they said and what they tried to incite.
That's
So
a
I think
martyr. That's absolutely
That's what a martyr
that
means.
makes them a martyr.
I guess I don't know. I looked at it a little different. When I think
what you're
martyr,
saying.
I think
but-
motherfucking Afghanistan and shit that
but
motherfuckers running up in these in the buildings,
fly
blowing
bomb jackets.
I don't
Yeah,
think
strapping bombs to their chest and shit.
expected
Yeah.
them to die, but because the times were,
Hold on.
if you speak out and if you try to empower and if you try to walk, they knew the backlash that was going to come with it. You know, we wouldn't expect it in today's time.
Dying, but dying is a part of that. I don't. That's crazy to me. I didn't think peace and peace.
They was willing to die for their people.
From walking in the wrong stores, and people die from sitting on the street corner just because of your
Wait a
skin
minute.
color.
But they was
Martin
willing
Luther
to
King
die
got-
for their people to get a little further.
They voluntarily
Martin
put
Luther
themselves
King
in
got
that position.
sniped.
He got
He got
sniped by a
sniped
bunch of
on the
niggas from
balcony
North. Yeah,
war.
but he got killed. I feel like that. I felt like that was just him getting killed. I don't feel like he
Well,
was
so-
he was
hold on.
walking. He was walking in there to make a message and die. Like he was. I don't know.
No,
I could be wrong.
When soldiers,
martyr though.
Nah, that's absolutely a martyr, yo.
I don't know.
I'm about to say, well,
I don't know.
They
when
voluntarily
soldiers
put
die
themselves
at war,
and knowing that
When
they're
Hey,
soldiers
Fly,
die at
what
war,
you
what is
said,
that?
what you trying to describe is a martyr as well. That's a martyr as well.
yeah.
You know
But
what
I
I'm saying?
think
It's
it's
not.
the
But what
circumstances
what
makes them a
Martin
martyr.
and Malcolm did was pretty much no different. They just didn't have a bomb and vest on their chest. They knew they was, you know, it's a possibility that I could die doing this, and they
How about that
still
would make it even more? Would make it
chose
even
to
more
do it.
brave. Right.
Yeah. And I want to talk about this real quick before we get ready to go. I don't really want to get off topic that much, but it's 1:12 and it's almost over, man.
10? Are you saying 10 or 1? Why are you saying 1?
I said 1.
Yeah, you always say
Oh,
1.
my bad. I apologize.
Right.
No, I'm off LA time.
Oh.
Nah, I'm tripping. I ain't no time. I'm tripping. I'm seeing the live countdown though, and it got a 1.
Oh, okay.
And that's why I be saying that all the time, yeah. But what y'all feel about this, man? I don't even want to stay on this too long. I just want to say my piece about it. And what y'all think about this, man? Floyd Mayweather versus Mike Tyson exhibition fight is set for April.
I don't got no time for that.
Why they just don't
25th.
sit down and just enjoy what they got left?
I want to know, is anybody messed up with money? What's up, V? I want to know, is anybody messed up with money and they somebody need to get some money?
I would
Is
imagine
it-
both of them need money. The way Floyd Mayweather lives, I would
I'm
bet he
saying
needs
Tyson got a whole weed ranch that he been eating crazy off and suing his business partners right now for damn near $500 million or something like that. Like what?
Well, that would mean you need that money, right?
But I'm saying that Tyson thing was just generating money just in his sleep.
Maybe
So
not
I
the type
don't
of
know
money
what's
that he used to. Maybe that's what it is, because he used to big money. So maybe it's not bringing in enough for his lifestyle or his preference.
they saying. Floyd money messed up. I don't know, man. I don't know
And
what to
why
believe.
in the Congo? What is that about?
Rumble in the jungle. I don't know, but they trying to sell a fight because they know don't nobody really want to see it. Oh, we're gonna do it in the Congo in Africa. They know nobody really. I mean, me personally, I don't want to see that. Yo, like I could go see Floyd fight because I know Floyd can still fight, but we saw Mike last outing.
I don't have no time for this.
We
at
saw
all.
Mike
I
last
don't have any
outing.
time for this shit.
He said this is foolishness time.
Yeah, bitch. I don't got no time for this type of shit, man. I ain't gonna lie to you.
We saw Floyd last
That
outing, and I
that
don't
ain't
think
just
it's cool.
disrespecting us as consumers at this point.
Yeah, because they know they just know niggas gonna pay for it.
Yeah, that's
Hey
bullshit right there.
hey yo, I would rather see Jake Paul get knocked out again, man. I ain't got time for this shit.
Come on, man. This shit don't even make sense, man. At all, yo. I mean, I'm gonna keep it moving, man. Cause I ain't really feeling it. Y'all tell us how y'all feeling in the
After what Mike did with Jake Paul, I'm done with Mike. Mike, go sit your old ass down.
But see
man.
what I'm saying, Keith? Just a coincidence. They both suing somebody. Floyd suing Showtime,
so you say they need the money
and Mike Tyson suing his weed partners who he was selling no cannabis with. Everybody, they both suing somebody.
They both.
I just wish that, like, yo, you know how people sit back, like,
he said, I can't
and watch the
jiggy with
people
this
that
shit.
get the opportunities, right? And you go to make all this money, then you blow the money, and niggas be looking at you like, yo, what the hell was you doing, dog? What was you thinking about when you got out of the hood? When you got that money, that how fast I'm gonna spend it? That's what you was thinking about? Like, come on,
How old
man.
is Mike Tyson? Good God.
Mike up pushing 60, man. I ain't
Mike 60. Mike gotta be like 60.
He gotta be about 59, man, 58. He pushing 60, man. I knew that.
Y'all don't think Mike got CTE?
He is 59.
I don't think
Mike got
CTE. I don't think he got CTE. Maybe he,
I'm saying, I was about to say, why? He just ain't crashed out yet? What do you got to do, crash out before?
Nah, Mike ain't crashed out because they gave him medicine after he went to jail. You know, after he came from jail, he wasn't no longer right.
Mike he seemed like some medicine motherfucker, though. He seemed like a motherfucker that's from medicine.
They medicated Mike in prison,
he a little nutty, B. Hey, Bees, when he got that tattoo on his face, I said, he a little nutty, yo. He a little off the chain.
They medicated Mike in jail, but Mike is a smart dude. The tattoo on
his face. He intelligent. He definitely intelligent.
Tattoo on his face symbolized something. He got that for, all that symbolized something. He ain't just do it unconsciously like, yo, like these niggas out here, these gangbangers doing, putting tattoos on their face that don't mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? So anything Mike doing, he doing consciously. He ain't doing it where, oh, yo, I'm a nut. I got CTE. And you can say, yeah, Mike got CTE. What has Mike done that you can say, yo, he got CTE?
59.
I mean, motherfuckers still think Mike a nut. We ain't gonna act like motherfucking Mike ain't, you know what I'm saying, ain't a little different. Mike ain't like getting normal motherfuckers, man. We know that from his childhood. His childhood said that. That motherfucker don't been a youth out. His childhood kind of said he a little different. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Keith, as a fan of boxing, Mike shouldn't afford a Vander after jail. He should have left Evander alone. I know he seen what Evander was out here doing. He should have stayed away from that one.
Mike got the shit beat out of him, yo.
He's 59 and
Bees, he bit a man ear off. He bit a man ear off twice. Mike is a fucking nut, man.
I ain't gonna lie. When I get mad, I'm liable to bite somebody too now.
Bees, when a professional boxer do it, it's a little different. I think motherfucker got CTE.
Hey, Keith, first of all, I don't know how long they fighting. But I'll jump in there with 59-year-old Mike, man. Shit, I don't 59. Care. I'm not scared to get knocked out of nothing.
I think your difference is a lot, though, right?
I don't care about that type of stuff, Keith. Like I'm a nigga. You win some, you lose some. But one thing, once we get up off this mat and when this shit all said and done, you gonna say, yeah, I respect the shit out of that nigga. That nigga scrapped to the bitter end. I
ain't gonna front, Keith. After Mike Tyson last outing. Listen, man,
I might drop that nigga,
might knock him the fuck
I'm
out.
trying to tell you, Keith, I don't know what you think going on. He might go night messing with me, man. I'm telling you, bro.
He did not look good against Jake Paul.
I'm telling you, yo, and don't give me no time to really train like I'm training for a real bout. Man, forget about it, man. He might for real go night, man. He might too slow for me right now.
Mike out.
Hey, Ty, man. All right, bro. I ain't gonna say nothing, yo. I ain't gonna keep pouring the gas on myself, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna keep gassing myself.
Stop overdoing that shit, yo. Ty said, stop overdoing this shit.
Ty said, nah, I ain't let this nigga slip with this. Ty said, I ain't let him slip with this. Hold on, I ain't letting him slip.
Nigga talking about knocking out Mike Tyson, man.
You knock Mike out.
Nigga talking about knocking out Mike Tyson, bro.
Oh, you might not.
Yo, you crazy. Yo, how y'all feel about this before we get ready to go, yo? Because we got about 10 minutes. Yo, oh man, yo, and I got mad more I want to talk about, Joe.
Oh, this nigga here, man.
It's mad more stuff I wanted to talk about, man. Judge has ruled that most of Lil Durk's lyrics, interviews, Instagram posts, comments, and text messages can be used against him in his murder for hire charges. And then there was an update. This all was yesterday. Then they gave an update that not so fast. Judge said certain Lil Durk lyrics can't be used as evidence. And I just want to play this for the people that don't know, because this is about as actual and factual as it gets. This is how it's gonna play out. For any of you, anybody that don't know, or you playing these games out here in the street, just for the young boys, young jokers, females as well, because y'all out here playing just like the boys now. I don't know what's going on, but check it out.
Be referred or traced back to an actual crime. Years ago was popping. So a couple people sent me this post about Durk's case, and I could tell from the comments on the post that a lot of people really don't understand what's going on. But it's something that a lot of people, myself included, have discussed in the past and along the way on this social media platform about rappers and the music and the law and the courtrooms, you know, and their cases, right? In this case, you know, people feel like, oh, that's messed up. They trying to use his lyrics against him, when it's not that simple. So in this instance, there's something called Rule 401, 402, and 403. Rule 401 is relevance. Rule 402 is admissibility, which means if Lil Durk has any lyrics, any Instagram posts, any interviews on podcasts, any actions, any DMs, any text messages, anything that he has said or done that can be referred or traced back to an actual crime, that they can connect the crime to anything that he said or did in an interview, music, or otherwise. If they can take something that he said or did and connect it to a crime, it applies to Rule 401 and 4. Be referred or traced back to an actual crime, that they can connect the crime to anything that he said or did in an interview, music, or otherwise. If they can take something that he said or did and connect it to a crime, it applies to Rule 401 and 402, relevance and admissibility. 403, Rule 403 is biased, which means if the prosecution tries to take, you know, regular street slang, or the way he talked to his homies, or figurative speech, or, you know, figurative, you know, posturing and gesturing, like things that you can't trace back to an actual crime, then the judge is not going to permit that, because that could bias the jury. This is why it is extremely important. If you still outside in these streets and you are in the entertainment industry and you do interviews on these people's podcasts, do not allow these people to trick you into talking about things that you're actively doing, or even making references to it, just so they can have something juicy and spicy to post, so they can get clicked, views, and boost their algorithm, so they get money and you put yourself in danger. Be extremely mindful about what you let come out your mouth, because it absolutely can and will be used against you in the court of law.
Yeah, and that's
Be on your ass
Shabazz. That's Shabazz, the OG from out of Philly. You can find
to have a song
on
like
Instagram at Shabazz, the OG.
To have a song like Federal Nightmares and to really be in this situation, dog, is like you smoke that shit all the way into the existence, dog.
Yo, and
he got a lot of music that is, ooh man, ooh wee.
It's a lot of music they're gonna use.
They got the detective sitting in there, man, writing this shit down, man. This shit crazy, yeah.
Yeah, he was a little bit I ain't gonna say misinformed. I guess I want to say he missed some certain things, but he explained it right for the most part, Keith. Yeah, and for anybody, yo, like I say this all the time, yo, if you playing in the streets, period, yo, this is where we lose at. we don't know the game that we playing. We know how to go out, stand on a corner of trap, or be in a trap house and trap, or we know how to do that. But that's not our game. We're getting money. The game you're playing is judicial. You have to know the laws. You got to know they jargon. You got to know how to play their game. You don't want to be being on no videotapes, self-incriminating yourself, putting yourself in unnecessary harm. Police ain't even got to do no job no more. They don't even need informants. Niggas is informing on themselves. We got to get back to reality, man, and get off of the Grand Theft Auto, man. Get off the Call of Duty.
Well, what would make you tell on yourself anyway? Like, isn't that like crime 101?
Yo, who want to go on?
Man, bees. Hey, bees. Lil Durk say shit like, go hit the block and go spin again. This the type of shit that they say in the music.
I got your friend whacked. Like,
yo,
what,
man, Lord.
What are y'all talking about, bro? And then you go look at, first of all, you'll hear a song, and then you'll go see a video, and somebody will make a video about it, talking about him making a song, but they putting all the pieces together. So they doing crime. You got bloggers out here doing real investigation and real investigator work. They get a song and break the song apart and put a video to the time, the events, everything that happened, and be like, that's what he was talking about. Did you see what he was talking about there?
D, but it'd be a white guy with glasses in London, in the UK. You'd be like, yo, he just broke down the whole old block beef? Did he just do that?
Nigga never stepped foot in America. Talk about, they was right on 63rd, and when they spun, what he was saying was when they go around this block right here, that's the block he was talking about. They're talking about the crime. What?
Man,
all police got to do is sit back and say, yo, let's just sit back for 6 months, man. We ain't got to do nothing. We'll figure out the crime, man. We could go. What you doing? You want to go have a beer or something? They ain't got to do shit.
Man,
I wish these young boys wake up, yo, and realize they really throwing yourself away, because what they doing is they not giving out niggas life sentences like that no more. Not too many people getting the elbow, right? So what they want to do is give you 60, give you 50. Like, they want you to really think about these numbers you get. Yeah, go ahead, sit down and get this 50 years, nigga.
Well, at the end of the day, E, you know what I'm saying? We no judge. I ain't no judge. I'm glad that the brother found the dean. You know, he should be living on the righteous path now. But you know, we come from that, E, you know what I'm saying? We was knee deep in it, bro. So we know how it is to be at war and go through what you're going through, trying to make it up out of that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? We did.
Yeah.
We've been there, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't here to judge, bro. I definitely, you know what I'm saying? I wish bro the best, man, and may Allah guide him, man, and keep him on the righteous path.
And let me say something to add on to that, Fly, right? Because I want people to know this, yo. No matter how untouchable you may think you or your crew are, you can be touched. You can be touched.
Yep.
You wouldn't have told me, none of my niggas would have been, you know what I'm saying? You can be touched. You can go down for hundreds of years. You can be looking at your niggas through a wall for the last 25 years saying, damn, yo, shit was just all good just a week ago. At least that's what it seemed like. It don't pay to be up in them jails, yo, and them people faces, and it's different hustles out here now. Y'all niggas ain't even out here hustling. Y'all just out here beefing over a female or what somebody said on social media, yo. Like, come on, man.
It just seems like it's more today about clout and people seeing you a certain way versus what it was before. Like
what they don't
Go ahead.
What they don't understand, LBs, is that little 15 minutes of fame or popularity you got, you done hit the because you got them guys in Chicago, they hitting armored trucks and all that, all crazy. Like, you got people doing stuff. That little 15 minutes of fame, ain't nobody gonna remember that but your family.
Right.
Where he at? Yeah, he in jail. You remember he did that shit 20 years ago.
But
nobody ain't even gonna remember you, my G.
Hey, E, before we get off though, real quick, you got to see how the cops looking at it though. And not only are you in it like that, you putting out this goon music, you putting out this juice to these kids to make them want to go hurt shit and just kill shit. Let's be clear on that.
But that frequency need to be killed in our music. Specifically in our music, that frequency. Whatever that frequency does to our people, we need to shut that off. We need to shut that off and figure out something else.
Definitely start with the words.
We need definitely the words, because words have a lot of power. But that frequency needs to be
played over and over and over again into a young formative mind.
Right.
I mean, that's easy to say, but when you living it,
yeah, you living deep in it, man.
It's different, man. You know what I'm saying? Because when I was hearing that goon music and I was living it, that's what it was, man. So I don't know, man. It's different. It's different when you out.
Make you bolder and amp you
up.
But at the end of the day, though, I get what Fly's saying, because when we out there and we was out there, it's like, you know what I'm saying, it's kill or be killed, or
that's
you know
exactly
what I'm saying,
what it is.
or you want to plate
exactly
somebody plate. So we ain't gonna be on nobody plate. We gonna be handing plates out for everybody to eat. That's what we gonna do. And when you want it like that, you gotta really be on some demon time for real. You gotta be on
defense. That's why we say stay safe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you gotta be on demon time though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I got caught with the strap. I didn't know to get caught like that or whatever out of bounds, but it was mandatory. I kept mine everywhere I went because I had something going on in the street. So it's mandatory that I kept mine with me. And it was good that God allowed the police to catch me, because if they didn't, ain't no telling what I would have did and where I would be right now. So, you know what I'm saying? But that game ain't for the weak. You got to stay dangerous. You know that, Keith. Hey, man, appreciate y'all coming out, man. Like I said the other day, man, appreciate all the people that been subscribing. We need more subscribers, though. We trying to get to 500, you know what I'm saying? We was trying to get there to end of last month, man. Help us out, man, by liking, subscribing, sharing with somebody that you know might like the content. I'm a Moto EMS, man. The Half Mascot, man. Appreciate y'all for coming out. Love y'all. See y'all tomorrow. Want it.
Absolutely. Like, share, and subscribe. Keep coming back Monday through Friday, y'all. LBZ here holding it down for the ladies on the Band of Brothers Morning Show. Definitely want to give another rest in peace shout out to Reverend Jesse Jackson. He would definitely be missed in our community in the form that he was. Pray that we have others that choose to follow in his footsteps and lead us to a better tomorrow for our Black America. I bid y'all well on your day. Remember that existence is automatic and purpose is chosen.
Yes.
I don't know what y'all had. Fly Global, Miss Everywhere. You ain't never there. In New Jersey, representing the South. Appreciate everybody tuning in today. Listen, man, anybody that's playing in the streets, man, I just want to say, man, jail and death coming with that shit, man. There's no way around it, dog. If you ain't signed up for that shit and you in it, believe that's what come with it, man. And if you're not a part of that, and you don't want to be a part of that lifestyle, please stay far, far away. If you're an old head and you in that shit is a death sentence. My brother said every time, if you go to jail, it could be life. At the end of the day, listen, we love y'all, and we're going to keep on preaching these good messages to y'all. We appreciate y'all. Keep tuning in. Make sure you like, subscribe, share. Go tell a friend and tell a friend. We here live and direct every morning. We love y'all. Appreciate y'all. See y'all tomorrow.
100.
You are now listening to Barco Boys.
Y'all funky ass up. Y'all know the routine.
Niggas can't walk the path that I walk. Niggas can't do the things that I do. Niggas can't live the way that I live. Might not be the same result for you.
I'm back with nowhere, and I know what I gotta do. I'm about 3 steps forward. I just need gotta come through. I need love, I need patience. Take me back to the basics. I just need one more shot at living. I just need one more shot like Pippin.
Niggas can't walk the path that I walk. Niggas can't do the things that I do. Niggas can't live the way that I live. Might not be the same result for you. I am the have-not mascot.